Hey guys, welcome back to the Crafty Couple. We hope you're all staying safe and healthy with everything that's been going on, and we wanted to thank you so much for supporting us and watching these videos. In today's video, we've got some awesome high-end Dollar Tree DIYs, and as always, if you enjoyed today's video, please give it a thumbs up and let us know in the comments which one's your favorite.
For this first craft, you will grab one of these mirrors from Dollar Tree. To get the lettering off, I just sprayed some Windex on it and then used a razor to get all the lettering off. Some of them you do have to use acetone to get the lettering off instead. When I used the acetone, it did take off a little bit of the paint on the side, so just be really careful if you do that. To hang it, I just used some twine. You can also use like a leather strap or a chain or something like that. And then for the greenery, I'm just using some of this greenery that I got from Walmart, and I took apart all the pieces and I'm just going to be gluing it around the mirror like it's grown on there. This is how it looks after all the greenery is on there. On the ends, you'll want to make sure it's thinner, and then in the middle it's a lot more bulky.
For this project, we're going to use this little glass vase and this Rust-Oleum spray paint. This is a high gloss white spray paint, so the idea here is to give it a little bit of a marble look. After the paint has completely dried, we're going to move on to hydro dipping, and we're just using a couple of these nail polishes from Dollar Tree. We're using kind of a metallic silver and then also this black. And then what we're doing in here is we're just going to spread a few drops around and let it spread out. We're going to do that with the black and the silver. Once we have the color in the water, just take a little stick and swirl that around, gives it a little bit more design. And then we're going to take our vase and slowly dip it in. Now, the bowl that I was using wasn't quite big enough, so I had to turn the bowl, as you can see, to get coverage around the whole thing. Now, this was the first time that I've actually hydro dipped anything. It was really fun to do. If you guys would like to see a few more projects like this, let us know in the comments what you think and what you'd like to see. As you can see, it gives it kind of that marbled look. It's a lot of fun to do, and turns out really nice once you're done. Next, I'm going to use this sponge from Dollar Tree and just slide it in a little ways. That way I don't have to have rocks in the entire vase. I can just have it on the top here. And then we're going to use this little succulent from Dollar Tree as well to go on top. We ended up using this vase for a little planter for the succulent, and then also a makeup brush holder.
For this project, you will also need another Dollar Tree mirror. And then once again, just scrape off the lettering using some Windex and a razor. You will also need 3 of the 6x8 canvases from Dollar Tree. The easiest way to get the canvas off is to use a flathead screwdriver and pry up the staples, and then you can use pliers to pull out the staples. For the base, we're going to be using these craft sticks from Dollar Tree and just hot glue them on to the whole bottom of one of the canvases. If there's a little bit left over on the sides, you'll want to grab just a razor and cut it. Now we are going to assemble all of the canvases together. Just hot glue on the corners and put the canvas on top. Then you'll do that once again with the third canvas. You'll want to see about how high you want your mirror. I did mine at 8 inches. You will not want to hot glue them in right now like I am, because you want to take them out to spray paint them. So here I did hot glue them in, and then I'm hot gluing the top to give it the triangle look. If you do this so that it can have the perfect shape, just don't put a lot of hot glue at the bottom so that you can easily take it out. And then I spray painted it with the Rust-Oleum gold spray paint. Once they are dry, go ahead and hot glue them in. And then you'll finish off with the mirror, so put hot glue on both of the tips of the triangle, and then slide your mirror in and tilt it how you would like it, and then just hold it there until it's dry. I was going to hot glue some of the beads from Dollar Tree on. I spray painted them gold, but I liked how this looked a lot better, just a lot more clean.
This project's going to be very simple and easy. I got this puzzle a long time ago and thought it would be cool to make kind of a modern decor piece. And what we're going to do is just use some gold spray paint and give it a few coats. I think it's really cool how it turned out, and you can still kind of see the wood grain, but it might be a little too bulky for modern. I'm not sure. Let me know in the comments what you guys think.
For this shelf, you will need the extra long skewers from Dollar Tree, and you will grab 4 of them for the structure, and go ahead and cut off the tips of all of them. Once you do that, measure out at 30 inches and then 15 inches, and that's where you will cut on all of them. Now that those are cut, you will also need 6-inch wooden dowels from Dollar Tree, and one of these metal signs. They will need to be glued in a triangle shape, so I just grabbed the metal signs so I knew where I needed them to meet, and then I put some hot glue. If you decide to do this, please use a combination of hot glue and E6000 just so that everything will hold together. You will need to repeat this for 4 triangles. With one of the triangles laying down, grab one of the 6-inch dowels and put that on top, and then you will grab another 6-inch dowel, put it at the bottom of the triangle, and then another one and put it at the other end. With one of the other triangle pieces, put it at the bottom, put another 6-inch dowel on top, and then you will hot glue those bottom parts to the middle. Then I hot glued the middle sign. For the front, you will just grab the last 2 triangle pieces and hot glue them on top. Then I sprayed everything with 2 coats of the Rust-Oleum Gold spray paint. When I was finished, I realized it was a little bit too flimsy, so I added another dowel to the front and to the back, and then crafting sticks on the bottom to reinforce the center. You will for sure want to add these dowels too for structure purposes. If you want anything at all to be held on top of the shelf, you need to add these. You'll want to glue these in a triangle type pattern just like everything else to give it the structure that it needs. And what I'm doing here, you will do to the other side as well. And then once you are done, just go back in with the gold spray paint once again. Then for the decor that's going to be on the shelf, I'm using this vase from Dollar Tree and this greenery also from Dollar Tree.
This next project's probably one that I've enjoyed the most recently. It's really simple but gives a very nice high-end modern look. So what we're doing is we're going to start with these 2 square, I guess, vases or glasses from Dollar Tree. And I'm going to use just some masking tape to go around both of these. And we're just taping it off so that no paint gets on them. And for one of them, I'm going to do just 1 strip of tape, and the other one I'm going to end up doing 2 strips. As you can see right here, we have the 2 different styles, the 1 strip and the 2 strips. One thing I forgot to do is put some tape or cover the inside since I am spray painting it. Again, just using this white high gloss spray paint from Rust-Oleum. You want to make sure you cover the inside because I ended up having to clean off a lot of paint. For the stand, we used some of this dark walnut stain and went ahead and stained these tumbling tower blocks and these little square wood cubes. To assemble our stand, we're going to start with one of these little squares and just put some hot glue on one side, and then we're going to glue these tumbling tower blocks all the way around on all 4 sides. While you're gluing these down, you want to make sure that they're all flush with the top of the square so that when we put our plant on it, it doesn't wobble or anything, it just sits nice and flat. The next part is to glue these vertical pieces, so we're going to take another tumbling tower block and glue them vertically on each of the other tumbling tower blocks. And just like the other ones, we want to make sure we're gluing them on the very end and that they're flush with the end of that block. So this is going to be our smaller stand, so we just want to flip it upside down, and then we're going to use 4 more of these little squares and glue those on the bottom and make sure that they are flush at the end of the other tumbling tower blocks. Here's the smaller stand that we just finished. And then to create the bigger stand, we did the exact same thing, but instead of gluing the little cubes on the bottom, we're just going to glue an entire tumbling tower block. That way it just makes it stand a little bit taller and will give us a little bit more design and dimension when they're standing next to each other. Here's what your vases should look like once you've removed the tape. I did have a little paint that had dripped beyond the tape since it wasn't pushed down all the way. Now, I did try to clean it up a little bit with a razor blade and think it turned out just fine. Now, the last part here to finish it up is just to place the vase on the stands, and then we're using this IKEA grass once again to complete the project. Thanks for watching, guys. We hope you enjoyed today's video. Make sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon so you can be notified every time we upload a new video.